Happy Wednesday. I don't even know if that's a thing. It's one a day. Happy Wednesday. Super Tuesday just ended, right? And we are now into next day, or more so going into that night as it became apparent that Joe Biden was going to come out on top and Bernie didn't crush it like they wanted him. I'm not even going to say expected him to do, like they wanted him to do. A lot of these guys try to speak things into existence. Actually, that's exactly what happens in this example of what I'm about to give. But it didn't work out like they wanted it to. And y'all know me and how I am about politics. And that I think it itself and it alone is a very evil thing. It brings out the worst in people. It makes people crazy. It makes them delusional. It makes them see things that are not there. And it just brings out the absolute worst in people. But Twitter has been a hotbed, right, for not information, for content, for videos of late. This person, and my bad. Let's go into it. Okay. So I made a post saying that if and when Bernie loses and he supports the Democratic nominee, just like he did in 2016, his supporters are still going to claim that he's anti-establishment. We've already been through this. We just went through this. So the fact that we're not even 4 years removed, or we're almost exactly 4 years removed from this, same thing happening. Bernie comes in, he's taking it to the establishment. So they say, so they think. Guys like myself have been trying to tell these guys that he's not what you think he is. And he folded, he tucked his tail when it was all said and done, which is why I thought it was disrespectful for people to try to compare this man to Ron Paul. Nonetheless, he went in and he went and supported Hillary Clinton. The most establishment person that you could have supported, that's who we went to support. He got behind. Now, why that is irrelevant. That's just what happened. This person made this up in response to this post by saying he didn't support Clinton. That's just not true. He refused to concede his primary loss for 2 months. Okay, so let's go to the facts here. Now, I don't know if y'all remember when he actually literally states he's endorsing Hillary Clinton. But y'all remember he was on stage gladly giving away, he's talking about his delegates and all of this. He gladly supported, like you got a quote here, "I've come here to make it as clear as possible why I am endorsing Hillary Clinton and why she must become our next president." So to act like she did not, that he didn't support Hillary Clinton is objectively false, y'all. As in, it's not up for dispute. That's what he did. I remember so vividly because, let's just say I poked fun at a lot of his supporters because they claim and they would jump down my throat. For those that follow me on the political side, this was before I was actually doing a bunch of comic book videos. So people that know me for the politics are talking about the political stuff. They know where, back then that was what I did. I really zoned in on Bernie Sanders. And the main reason I did was because in the demographic the demographics or subcultures that I'm a part of, he's the people that they support. Like, I was in the prime backwards years when we were gearing for our first album. So, all the people that are around me are Bernie supporters. They wear these shirts to the shows, the whole metalcore and hardcore scene, just a bunch of just, golly, it was just so pathetic. And then just focus on my age group period. Back then I was 25, right? And now going into 29, now it's it's the same thing. These same faces I see is so, of course, if I'm exposed to that, I'm going to attack the guy or the positions of the guy in, that I'm around the most, in terms of the subcultures that I'm a part of. Everybody loves the Bernie that's my age, and everybody loves the Bernie that's in the scenes that I'm in. So I went, I focused on him. Knew that was going to put me under fire, but these are the people that need to be most exposed to it because they're the most silly. And I remember that so vividly, but for somebody to up and say this in direct response to me, facts, right? So let's go here. This is where it gets really funny, right? And speaking of 2016, somebody brought up an article that I wrote back in 2016, in June, right? And I was talking about how Bernie supporters. I brought it home, believe it or not. I brought it home. I did bring it home at the end of the day. This was back when I used to write columns. I used to write a bunch of articles. I used to do those like really, really video type essays back then on this, and I would talk about this extensively. I would talk about this stuff all the time. So I'm not new to this, but I guess this person was living in an alternate timeline. Maybe they're in a different universe, right? Maybe that's what it was. They went I don't like multiverses. Maybe that's where she was. So I said, bro, what? I said, are you in an alternate timeline? Because this is like objectively false. And what does this person say in a response? No, I know what happened. Okay? You know what happened. And then it's funny, somebody showing the video of.
I have come here to make it as clear as possible as to why I am endorsing Hillary Clinton.
Dude, what is she talking about? Nonetheless, she says, no, I know what happened. Clearly she doesn't, okay? And I say that. Clearly what you thought happened was not actually what happened. And what does she say in response to me? Saying that what you thought happened did not happen. Clearly you are a mansplaining piece of garbage. This is the theme. I don't know why it's these sort of people that play the more so the woman card as of late. Usually, believe it or not, I don't come into conflict with a lot of feminists or people that they use this sort of rhetoric, mansplaining. It's not to say that I haven't. I'm just saying that that's not really what, those aren't the people that usually put me in their crosshairs. But it happened here. And in the last videos, I was talking about how people work backwards. These advocates of the social justice and the social justice left, they work backwards. And by that, I'm meaning they, instead of basing anything off of fact, instead of actually using evidence, instead of actually coming to this position by way, not even empiricism, just logic. You know what I mean? Just, okay, I got here and this is a concise reason as to why I got there. This person wanted to play that card, so they played it. It makes absolutely no sense for this person to go there. All I said, what you thought happened was not actually what happened. She claims that I'm mansplaining. That term, I don't even know what it means, to be completely honest, because it seems to just mean whatever the often woman or self-hating man, whatever they want to use it as. So instead of actually conceding the point, saying, okay, I may have got it wrong, or even maybe trying to argue her point, clearly you are a mansplaining piece of garbage. And just for the sake of this conversation, whatever. I'm okay with being that, because mansplaining in that case means that I just broke down the facts and you just got upset. Politics are evil, man. Makes people delusional, makes people see things that are not there, makes people see what they don't want to see. And that's what happens. You guys get so invested in these politicians and so invested in these people that someone dare call out a fact. No, you can't do that. That's my Lord and Savior, Bernie Sanders. He's such an honest man. He would never fold and support the establishment because he runs on this idea that he's anti-establishment. No, he's not. All Bernie is just what they are, and he's just a little more open with the socialistic policies. That's it. He's more open. He's just open in his rhetoric that he uses. This is why when it's all said and done, he will fold. Or do you call it folding? If that was what he was going to do anyway, he's doing what you get what you deserve.